Well, the inevitable finally happened. After a year and a half, I finally crashed my Mavic Air.
In its tumble to earth, one of the motors got smooshed and deformed, and now it doesn't spin freely. I did a quick search on Amazon and found that I could replace the whole arm for $27, which is good because the arm was a little crunched too, and it was also missing the little landing pad. Now, I didn't do any research about how to replace the arm. I just saw that it had 3 little wires that were going to need to be connected inside the body, which seemed easy enough, so I just dove in and started taking the drone apart. I started by removing the props and the battery. I knew I was going to have lots of screws to remove, but first I had to get to those screws. This outer red piece just pops off. I slid a screwdriver under the edge of the plastic to pry the plastic loose. This smaller gray piece is held on with double-sided tape. I used the blade on my pocket knife to peel it away from the tape. It didn't come off as easily as the red piece, but it is very resilient, and I didn't feel like I would damage or break it at all. With both plastic covers off, all of the screws are exposed. All except one, that is. This one had a sticker over the hole, so I didn't see it at first.
Void if the sticker is fucked with.
I guess my warranty is void now. Oh well. I got all of the screws out of the case and discovered there's just as many screws holding the main board down. I thought these 2 screws just held this brass heatsink to the board, but they actually go all the way through and hold the board to the chassis. With all of the screws out, the only thing left to do is detach the cables. They just pop right off. There's one on the side here, and 3 overlapping each other at the back here. Once detached, I could flip the board up and out of the way to get to the 3 wires I needed to desolder. Of course, it's not as easy as that. They were encased in some kind of glue that was not easy to remove. I tried scraping it, but I wasn't getting anywhere. So I tried heating it with a soldering iron to see if I could soften it up a bit.
Ooh, we're definitely softening it up, though, aren't we?
It softened up a little bit, but not enough to be much help. It also smelled really bad.
Ew. It smells like burnt hair. No, actually, no. What it smells like is when the dentist is drilling a tooth, but they're not spraying water on the tooth while they're drilling it. And so you can smell all that bone dust. And you're just laying there without a mask on, breathing your own bone dust in. Oh, it's not bone dust, it's tooth dust. Same thing, really.
Eventually, I tried using a 1/4-inch chisel to scrape it off, and that was the most effective method I tried. I got enough of it off to get to the solder and desolder those 3 wires. There are 2 screws connecting the arm to the chassis that need to be removed. One on the top of the arm, and one on the bottom. Then I threaded the wires from the new arm through the hole and soldered them into place. Each of the 3 holes on the board is labeled for each of the corresponding wires, so I didn't even have to try to remember or guess where each wire went. I didn't have or even know what the white schmoo was that I had scraped off the board. I assume it's there to keep the wires from moving and to prevent contact between the solder joints and the main board. So it was probably important to replace what I removed. So I applied a dab of hot glue to the wires. The internal temperature of the drone isn't supposed to get above 125 degrees, while hot glue has a melting point between 250 and 400 degrees, so I think it'll be fine. Now it was time to put everything back together. I put the board back down and replaced the screws and reattached the cables. Then I put the case back on. I replaced the screws in the case and snapped both covers back into place. I put the props back on, replaced the battery, and then turned it on. It powered up like normal, so that's a good sign. Now for a test flight. It works!
It's not bad for stepping into this repair totally blind. And it's good to know that these machines are fairly easy to work on. I'm not looking forward to having to fix anything on it anytime soon, but it's good to know that I can. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, or even if you didn't, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video of me haphazardly taking apart expensive electronics with no idea what I'm doing. Until the next one,
Thanks for watching.